9 weeks. D18 is Thursday the 24th. Networking Essentials. Most of the day was spent with Andy and Chris. If you want more information, just let me know. Chris's cards are in the classroom. After they got done talking, we talked about small business networks, class lab, and what we'll do next Tuesday. And we'll take a look at this addressing. Next week, Thursday, we have a checkpoint, chapters 1 through 5. These cover all the topics, 1 through 5, and one thing to note, our previous tests had been questions from the quizzes. These will be same topics, but new questions. So you need to study the areas that you're not sure about yet. Next week we're going to work on this class project. We're going to have 4 groups, and those 4 groups each are going to have a network to work on. We will connect to a multi-layered switch, and then they'll be connected to a router. So we'll get more of a complete view of maybe what a small business might do. Multi-layer switch, or sometimes these are referred to as a layer 3 because they do routing, right? A router would be layer 3 or the network layer, but they're really go beyond that, so sometimes we refer to them as a multi-layered switch. And down here we would have switches. These would be considered layer 2, and then an access point. This network will connect to NAC IT, which then eventually connect to the internet. So we could have a small business that has different parts of the business connected to a network. Various, I guess you could say, networks connected. Chris, I'm not going to repeat everything Chris went over, but he talked about multiple satellite links, and then their equipment, and he used a lot of terms. He talked about, let's see here, let me do this. He talked about layer 2 switching. He talked about layer 3 switches, which also do routing besides switching. And he talked a lot about security and how things connected. He went through secured communications, basic communications, Voice over IP was mentioned. He talked quite a bit, like, about phones. But he showed routing devices, multi-layered switches, and how everything connected together. He gave this big view of how they connected a real scenario in Israel. Finished up. We could do this too if students want to. He talked about /24, 24 prefix bits would give you 254 addresses. And then what he did is he kind of created a chart, 25 to give you, and so I'm not going to go through all of those, but there is a way, if you're having trouble with addressing, to build a table that would help you with the numbers if you're still struggling with that. We could do that sometime. Let me know. And that was it for Thursday.